Oh, hey there, sexy souls. We are going to be doing Earth element for this video. As a reminder, take this as it resonates. I'm delving into energies, and roles can be flipped, reversed, or it might be somebody you know. This is for those that are drawn to and operating out of the element of Earth at this point in time. If you want to know what that means, then definitely check out the description. I have a little bit of information down there as to what it means because I don't do zodiac. All right, so this is not zodiac specific because at any given moment, in any given timeline, we might be operating out of a particular, a specific element due to circumstances, charts, all kinds of things. So if you are used to my readings, you understand that already. Also, just as a reminder, you know, time is not linear. And so if it doesn't resonate now, it might have to be something that is going to happen. If you're not drawn to the element of Earth at this point in time, or if something about the title didn't resonate, then I'd probably say there's not something in this reading for you. However, definitely check back because, again, like I said, this could be something for you at another point in time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I was pulled to do Messenger Oracle card first, and then we'll go from there and see what we do. You'll all know that I like to read from the book with certain Oracle decks. I'm finding it difficult to get some of the words out. I have restarted this video like 3 times, just tripping over my words, and now I realize it's probably an energy I am picking up on because it's like there's just something stuck in the throat chakra that needs to come out. All right, let's see here. You see what I'm doing? I'm like, what was I going to do? Just read every card in the freaking ass book? Oh my gosh. Okay. I was really well grounded. So that might be before. And so before I even attempted to start doing the videos. So I think that might be an indication that you're probably going through something right now that has you a little bit not grounded. And that's the reason why you're being drawn to this element at this point in time. All right, let's see what we got going on here. You're gonna... I know, I shuffle funky. I do it 20 different ways. I never do it the same way every time, and that's because I have wee little hands, and everything fits funky in them, so... Not that you were judging. I'm not saying you were judging. I just know. All right, let's see here. What message is it? Sorry if that banging is a little bit loud. Huh. You'll see it. Just a second. Wow. Alrighty then. Well, all right. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so the 2 cards that we got here. Oh, don't you love it? Change is unavoidable. Oh, baby. Look at that snake shedding its skin. The beautiful butterfly or moth or whatever you want to call. I don't know which one that would be. Usually it's moonlight, so I'd say moth. It has transformed. It's come out of its chrysalis. You've got a skull down here. You know, end of a cycle. An egg. Brand new beginning. Change is unavoidable. And then, oh man, this stuff comes out a lot, doesn't it? Let 2 become 1. Okay, we're going to get into this, but I'm getting a little excited for you. All right, let me read this for you really quick. Let's see here. Change is unavoidable. All right, change is unavoidable. Every second of every day, you undergo change. Your perception is altered by what you see, feel, experience from one moment to the next. Your body ages and moves closer to death with every breath. Autumn will always come to an end. Oh, to end the bounty of summer, and the new hope of spring will always follow the winter. Changes all around you. Do not let your fear bind you to the past and prevent you from enjoying your present and future. Stop fighting. You cannot resist the inevitable, so choose instead to embrace it with acceptance and peace. To become one. I already feel a story here unfolding. Share yourself with the one that you love. Be their best friend and let them be yours. Let your trust in each other be unshakable, and your love be strengthened by knowing and accepting each other's flaws and weaknesses, and still loving each other despite them. Give yourself completely, trusting that you will not lose your independence or sense of self, but instead become two halves of a stronger, loving whole. All right, guys. Assume that's going to be the energy for this particular reading. Let's see here. How are we going about this then? Okay. Well, started. There you go. If you don't like pauses, or if you're uncomfortable with silence, then that might be something that you can potentially work on. It's extremely beautiful place to be when you are comfortable with silence and the pause. There's so much you can learn from that. So if you don't like when I hem and haw, I suggest you find a different reader. All right, let's see what we got going on here. We are high allergy season. Got the moon and 9 of swords so far already. I'm already getting this discomfort and anxiety that comes with both not knowing. Alrighty. You're actually doing this. All right, here we go. Is this how we're taking it? All right. Got 9 of swords, 5 of cups, 4 of cups, the devil, 9 of wands, 7 of pentacles. All right, here we go. There's a definite discomfort that's coming from something that's being revealed, something that's kind of coming to the surface for you within. So we got the moon card here. Obviously, see with this, you've got the different faces actually showing. Like behind here, it's hidden. They're a little bit more showing. They're a little bit more showing until it's completely there. And so this is really about something revealing it. Oh, jeez, good God. Can I just say that this seems to be a thing here recently for a lot of people? I am so, and this may be the energy I'm tapping into, but so over hearing the reveal. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, just come on. Look, like, how many reveals can we have? You know, and it's like, there's something about this. It just feels like the universe is trying to make it sound really like, this is huge. And it's like, well, then reveal it. Sorry, Spirit. Then, you know what I mean? I mean, just come on now. Oh, yeah. And so it's that anticipation. There's a bit of like this being in your head and being way, this is you not being grounded, being way up in your head, the level of anxiety that comes from this. And oh, by the way, this is the Starman Tarot. Did I say that? I'm not really sure, but here you go. The level of anxiety that's just plaguing your mind right now. One, it's like it feels like it's that time going up to it where you kind of know something's about to reveal itself, and you think you know, but there's this feeling like your guides are telling you there's something, an element you don't know, and you're like, oh, you gotta be shitting me, because you really feel like you kind of into you can feel things coming down the pipe. Does that make sense? You know something's about to happen. You have had a lot of steps here recently revealed to you on your path. This is what they're saying. And so because of that, you kind of feeling pretty good about your trajectory. And it's almost as if they've told you but not told you what's about to happen. You ever like you read the cliff notes for a book and you kind of get the gist of what happens, but there's just something different about reading the book, the emotions that it elicits, the perspectives and nuances and caveats that exist within the actual book that help give it that deeper meaning. That's the piece that you're missing. That's what they're, okay. So, but in the interim, like this whole, hey, everything will be revealed to you in due time. Like you're going to see, even though intuitively, the moon is intuitive, you kind of know, but you don't. And you're just, again, so for the love of God, over that shit. Does that make sense? Really, really over it. And it's almost as if like, it feels as though you've worked pretty hard to get to this place where you have been feeling pretty good. There's a 5 of Cups, and this feels like a past type of energy. And I know I lay my cards out, but we go through it as a story. They tell me as we go. Yeah, I know you have like some people that actually do spreads, and then you got some readers that it looks like a hodgepodge, and here's a couple here. That eventually happens in like the extendeds and stuff like that. However, this is kind of how I go. This is them revealing a story to me, and we just kind of roll with it. All right. So you got the 5 of Cups, and it feels like this is kind of a little bit in the past. Like, okay, so they're saying it's both past and present. Present because it's something that you're looking at. Yeah, past and present. Okay. So there's some stuff that went down. It seems like that just really kind of got you very emotionally unbalanced, we'll say. And because it feels a little bit chaotic, but it's not like Dark Night of the Soul kind of thing, but it is like, I cannot believe, it's just very emotionally grasping, right? And so it looks like to me that's kind of been an energy that you worked through. You got to a pretty good place. You're starting to see the next steps. You got you're moving forward now. There's no more stagnation, if that makes sense. However, there's also this whole, hey, there's something that you don't know, and it's going to be real. And you're like, I don't like these games. It almost feels like you want to say, Spirit, you're playing mind games with me. I don't like that. And it's not that they are playing mind games with you. Even though it's almost, I get this giddiness from your spirit team. Your spirit team is like, I'm so excited for this to be real. Da, 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 da. And so they're just sitting back there like, but you something you don't know. And it's like, last thing that you want to have to deal with. I know that seems very rude to be kind of talking to your spirit team like that, but you know what? We're in this together. We co-create. So don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay. And then, so the 5 of Cups is also like a present energy that I'm feeling right now, where you're just like, with missing out on the full spectrum of the story, because you're getting the cliff notes right now. It's that fear. It's that feeling of being upset because there is something that you don't know. And it is starting to really, it's getting on your fucking nerves. It is like you feel fed up. This is the energy, like just completely fed up. Like, I'm done with this. I cannot believe this. Like, just lay it out there for me, or don't give me anything at all. Okay. Let me just do my thing. I'm doing my thing. But it's almost as if stuff's coming to you. It's coming to you intuitively. You know it's You can feel it coming down the pike. You know what's about to happen. It feels almost like a frustration of, I want to say nana nana boo boo, like somebody knows something you don't know and you're just over it. You know what I mean? Because it kind of felt that way. This is why the Five of Cups. So whatever you felt like you lost out on before that was a bit upset, it was a lot upsetting. Sorry, they corrected me. It kind of felt like, how come I didn't know everything then? Like, why does everything have to be this shroud of secrecy? Why do I pick up on some things and not others for myself? And almost over the whole notion of, well, there is because it feels like that, like somehow this last thing that just happened that made you feel like a Five of Cups, it really kind of felt like it was unnecessary. Like you feel like on your part, it was unnecessary. There wasn't necessarily a lesson for me to learn. I didn't have to prove myself. I'm sick and tired. And if you want to try and tell me this is a test, I'm sick and tired of tests. You know what I mean? Like that's mind games from the spirit. That's why you feel like it's mind games from the spirit. All right, I get it. So you felt like it was mind games from the spirit, and you're just like, this is, let's just remember this, okay? What we experience within our limitations here has also occurred in the ethereal. As above, so below. Everything that plays out here has already played out before in a completely different dimension, in the ethereal, in our original form and energetic forms. And that's the reason why, just like as you pass things down, your bloodline, whatever you want to call it, where you pull things from past lives or down your bloodline and you take on things and you're healing your bloodlines, past and future. This is what we're doing right now here. When things get passed on to the other existences that we take on because of what has occurred. Things have gotten out of balance in the ethereal before. That's how they know things need to be in balance. That's how they know the acceptance of light and dark is the path, not the exclusion of dark. Okay? Shadow, whatever you fucking want to call it, whatever term you want to. I'm in this energy right now, okay? And so for this is kind of like, I am tired of feeling like and looking at and seeing things that I don't see, that I don't get. It's upsetting to me. Okay, I got you. So, oh man, you are borderline at a place where you're like, fucking just, I don't want it. But Spirit's like, but this is something that you've been wanting. But you know what? You can take it back because I ain't playing these fucking games, okay? And I think that it's just, and here's the thing that I hear from them is they get it. They're not mad at how you're feeling towards them because they get it, because they've watched the things that you've had to go through in your life, and to have ascended as much and expanded as much as you have, and to really have worked on yourself, and to still have some of these things that they understand your desire to be like, I'm beyond that, whether it's with spirit or not. I don't want to play these mind games. This is how I'm willing to co-create. And yes, you do get to have a say. You've got some people like, you don't tell spirit. Yeah, you do. It is a co-creation. They are waiting for you to step up and understand that you are as knowledgeable and as powerful as they are. It is a team effort. That's for another video. If you don't like that, you can click off too. All right. So, Four of Cups. All right. Not willing to take it. There's something there's a hesitancy. Yep. I don't know everything, and I'm sick and tired of fucking not knowing everything. And when I know that I don't know everything and that it's being intentionally shrouded after I just pulled out of something where I asked, got an answer, and wasn't told everything, are you fucking shitting me? I'm not really in the mood for this right now. Just not. And so there's this borderline. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. I just, you know what? Keep it right now. I ain't in the mood. We got the Devil. And this is where you need to realize, this is where you need to ground, okay? Your team's not upset with you for being in the space that you're in right now with them. Even they would like to see things go differently. But let me just let you know, there may have been something that was meant to actually happen. And they did their damnedest. And not just them, but a whole bunch of other people. A whole bunch, not people, but, spirits on other sides of the fence with other individuals if they were involved, where the universe was seriously trying to conspire. And this is one of those situations where they just flat the fuck could not. And it was no longer okay to keep you waiting. Okay? Because what if they had continued on with what should have occurred? This is one of those pivot moments where, like, you jump a timeline, or you jump, the spirit just kind of like rewrites the book, whips out the book and says, we're rewriting this shit. And they're just asking for a little bit of leeway. Okay? They are asking for just a little bit of leeway from you, because what they're saying is, they had to stop whatever was happening previously, because it was an option. Like, it's almost as if what they're showing me is like there were 3 ways the story could have gone. Okay. And, one way was your old life before the awakening. And then there was like this path, and then there's this path. They, the trajectory of, what they believe and what the possibilities, all the timelines that you can see into of the possibilities of how this could have gone. They knew you'd at least get to this place in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But again, free will, you can fight that shit like it's not even funny. Well, you kept going, and you kept going and going and kept going, and you're doing really fucking fantastic. However, all the players that were involved did not necessarily keep going, okay? And so what they're saying is it was time to rewrite. And they pivoted to the next timeline where you are ascending so fast and you're doing so good that they're like, it's almost like feeling like you're getting more than you ever thought possible. You know how you have those little glimpses of happiness and ecstatic and just, this is what peace feels like. And you're like, I want more of that. I really want more of that. And so that's what you're working towards in your life, by being more in alignment with yourself and your truth, and living out of that, so that you can be in integrity with yourself. Whew, I can't get this out fast enough. And so that's kind of like, you're doing so well that you jump to the next timeline, okay? And what you need to understand is they've got something for you, and they needed just a little bit of time to readjust some stuff, and they really do understand, as much as you feel like they don't. They really want to run that home. You've not been left out of the dark. They wish they could have. But at some point, no matter the amount of juggling and pushing things around, at some point it is, and what's for you will come for you. What you were dealing with before suddenly became not for you. And so they had to rewrite things, and this has been the adjustment period right now, okay? And so while you were working through your 5 of Cups energy in the past, they were getting things prepped and ready. And it's almost like, timelines kind of run parallel to each other. Things were happening in this one, so that if you happen to jump, at any point, things can happen. And if you need to understand that, you might want to look up some information on timeline hopping and things like that. But they're saying, don't get into this space, okay? There's negativity out there that picks up on where you're at. And they would love for you to bail. Love for you to bail on your path. Love for you to bail on your spirit team. Love for you to bail completely and put yourself back on that old ass timeline. Okay? And so this is where it's starting to seep into your mental space. Okay? And if you're not careful, if you don't get out and ground and do whatever is necessary, okay? 9 of Wands. Protect the fuck out of what you have accomplished this far. Protect yourself. Get to a place where it can't pull you out of the vibration that you're at. Okay. Please get into a space of peace. Get into a place where you understand, where you're able to deal with this. Okay. The 7 of Pentacles is, do some more work. You've worked very hard up to this point on yourself. You've done so much and you've accomplished. You're almost there in that peaceful space. So if you are, I think that's the biggest message, is just understand And I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that this is highlighting something where you are maybe a soul contract didn't work out like it was supposed to. Okay, because you timeline hopped. What was for you was no longer for you. You have accelerated and really just done beautiful on this path. And when you become out of alignment with the things that are around you and the people that are around you, change is unavoidable. But also during this healing type of, I had to deal with what I felt like I lost. I had to find the 2 cups that were for me so that I could begin to move forward and everything. They're also telling you right now, you timeline hopped. Change is unavoidable. Okay, this I don't think I want your cup. I don't think I want this shit. I don't know. The keeping yourself mentally trapped and everything else like that. All the games that the devil wants to play with you now that you're in that space, kind of looking tempting and everything. And you really need to hold true, defend yourself and where you've gotten to. Okay, because you've done this for you. Don't give up on you. All right. Change is unavoidable because it is going to happen. 2 will become 1. It will happen. You need to know, understand, and believe that. All right. Okay. So I'm going to do an extended for this. If you want more additional information in regards to this, you can definitely purchase that. If not, I hope this was beneficial for you, just so that you understand. I think that your spirit team really wanted to come through and let you know what was going on and why it appeared the way that it did. Trust and have faith, but whatever you do not give up on what you have done for yourself. You are so, so worth it. All right. You have a fantastic day.